Good morning students, welcome to your data structure lab using C. In the previous session we have discussed about different data structure like array, stack and queue. And in this video class I will discuss about a new data structure that is linked list. So let's start. So linked list is a linear data structure. It is like array, but array store the element in a contiguous memory location. But in linked list it create nodes and link with the pointers. Means where there is a free memory space, it create a node, it store the data in that node and it have a pointer part that linked with the next node. Means it doesn't store the data in a contiguous memory location. Then the question arises why we should use linked list instead of array. So array have some drawbacks, like in array we have to know the size of the array from the beginning. So we must know the upper limit on the number of element in advance to assign the memory location. And the next is the inserting element to the array. It is a difficult task because we have to create the place by shifting all the elements towards right if it has space. Okay, so it is also the difficult task in array. But the linked list have advantage over arrays. It is dynamic in size, means we can increase the size of linked list dynamically. At any moment we can increase the size of the node, and the insertion and deletion is also easy in linked list. Okay, and the drawback of linked list is that the random access is not allowed. Means we cannot go to the fourth node. Means we have to go sequentially. We have to access node 1, then we can access node 2, then node 3 and node 4. Means it is a sequential access. Okay, and we always have a extra space in that node that store the pointer that point to the next node. Means it has a pointer in every node. There is a space for pointer that can store the address of next node. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of linked list. Means not cache friendly also. Means we cannot access in array. It is very easy to access because it is in a continuous memory location. Okay, then the next is representation of linked list. How can we represent linked list? So representation of linked list. A linked list is represented by a pointer to the first node of the linked list. The first node is always called head. If the linked list is empty, then the value of the head is null, and each node in the linked list have two parts. Always it have two parts, a data part and a pointer part to the next node. Means it is the address part. For a node have two parts. First part contain the data part and the next part contain the address of next node. Means this is the pointer. Okay, so single linked list is basic linked list type, and single linked list is a collection of node linked together in a sequential way where each node of single linked list contain a data field and a address field which contain the reference of next node. Means this is the node of the linked list which contain two parts. First part is data part and the next part is address part which store the address of next node. Okay, so this is a single linked list. Here the first node contain the address of second node. Second node contain the address of the third node. Okay, third node contain the address of fourth node, and the last node always contain null in the address part. Okay, means it has no linked portion, so it has null in the address part. To perform any operation on a linked list, we must keep track reference of the first node, which may be referred by the head pointer. Means the first node is referred as head. Means using head pointer always point to the first node, and by the first node we can access to any node. Okay. So basic structure of the single linked list is the first we have create the struct node that have data part. We can have integer data or character or any type of data. Then the pointer part. Pointer is of node type. Okay, struct node asterisk next. Next is the name of the address part. Okay, of node type. So this is the basic structure of a node. Okay. Next, we will discuss how to insert data in a linked list. So first of all, we have to create a linked list. Okay. After creation a linked list, the first node is known as head, means by a head pointer it is point to the first node. Then we will create a separate node that is named as new node, having data and having null in the address part. Then we assign here the address of head. Address of a head will store in the new node address. Okay, new node address will store the address of head. Then the new node will become the head node. The new node will become the head node. This way we can insert data at the beginning of the linked list. Actually we can insert node at beginning, at the end of the linked list, and any position specify, and we can insert at that position also. But in this video class I will discuss how to insert a node at the beginning. So this is the program to insert node at the beginning of a single linked list. So first of all, the structure of node with struct node integer data and the pointer is next. Okay, this is the address part. After that it has three functions. First function is create list. Create list means it will create the linked list. INTN means this is the number of node. Okay, the number of node will specify by the user and it will create the linked list. Then insert new node at beginning. It will accept data from the user and insert the data or insert the node at the beginning of the list, and display list will display all node of the linked list. So first of all it will ask the total number of node from the user and store it in n, and call the create list function with n, means it will create the linked list with n node. Then it will display the list by calling the display list function, and after that it will ask the data of the new node. Okay, and store it in data, and then it will call insert node at beginning with data, means it will create a node with data and add at the beginning, and then it will again display the list. Okay, so this way it will call all these functions. Then let us discuss the function one by one. First the create list function. Create list function will create the nodes with n, means the node number of nodes is n. First of all it have three pointer, new node and temp, and the head. Okay, then the head will allocate with memory. Malloc means it will allocate memory of node size. Okay, of node size it will allocate memory to the head, and if head is null then unable to allocate memory, else we store the data. We will ask the data and store it in data, and head data will be the, means in data part we will storing the data, and in the next part, mean the address part, will store null, means it will create a single node. Okay, single node that is named as head, having data, and in address part it has stored null. Okay, there is no link. Then the head will be temp, means it is creating a node that is named as head with data, and the next part contain null. Then using for loop, it will create all other nodes. Then first it will create a new node and assign the memory to the new node. If the new node is null, means it will display that it is unable to allocate memory. Okay, else it will ask the data for new node and store the data in the new node. Okay, new node data is data, means in the new node data part it will store the data, and new node next is null, means new node address part is null. Okay, after that the first node that is named as head, and we have lastly named as temp. The temp next, means temp address part will link with the new node. Okay, temp next is the new node. Then temp will be temp next, means temp will be go to the temp next, means to the next node, means the new node, means in this case the new node will be the temp. Again it will come to the for loop, again it will create another new node, and again it will link to the temp node. So this way it will create all the nodes of a linked list. Then the next function is insert node at beginning. With int data, it will have a new node pointer and new node assigned with the size by malloc function. If new node is null, then it will display the memory unable to allocate memory, and then new node data is data, and new node next, means new node address is head. Head means the first node, means the new node will store the address of head node, means it will store the address of first node. Okay, then the new node will be the head. So head equal to new node, means the new node become the first node of the linked list. Then the display function. In display function, if head equal to null, then the list is empty, else it will display temp equal to head, means the head will be temp, and temp will show the value up to where the temp become null. Temp become null means the last node that contain the null value in the address part, means from the beginning, from the head it will display all the data up to last node. Okay, it will display the temp data, and temp will be temp next, means it will move to the next node. It will move to the next node until temp become null, means it become the last node. All the data will be displayed through this function. So this is the output. Enter total number of node, that is 4, and we are giving the data for the 4th node. Then it will display the data in the list. Okay, 20, 30, 40, 50. And enter data insert at the beginning. We are entering 10 to enter at the beginning. So 10 is entered at the beginning. So this way it will create a linked list and add a node at the beginning. So let's execute in C. C++. Okay. So this is the program I have written for you to create the linked list and assign a node, insert a node at the beginning. So this is the program. First of all, the node is created using struct node, and it has 3 functions: create list, insert node at beginning, and display. Okay. In main function, we are asking the number of node, how many node the user want to create, then it will store in n, and create list n means it will create a linked list with n node. Then it will display the list, then it will ask the data for the new node that will added at the beginning. Okay, then it will call insert new node at beginning, and again it will display the list. Okay. Then the create list function, as I discussed earlier, it will first create a head node it will allocate memory to head node. Then if head is equal to null, it will display unable to allocate memory, else it will enter data for the first node, and the head data will be the data, and head next means the address part will contain null. Then it will temp will be head, means the first node is named as head and temp. Okay. Then using for loop, it will create all other nodes of the linked list. First new node, it will create a new node and allocate memory to the new node. If the new node is null, it will display the message unable to allocate memory and break. Otherwise, it will ask the data of second node, and the new node data is data, means the in data new node data part it will store the data, and address part it will store null. After that it will link with the temp, means temp next will be the new node, means the first node is named as temp and that temp address will be the new node. Okay, and then temp will be temp next, means the new node will be the temp, and after that again it will execute the for loop, again it will create a new node and add to the temp, add to the new node. Okay, this way it will create all the node of the linked list. Then after that insert node at beginning, it will create a new node, allocate memory to the new node, again it will check if the new node is null, it will print unable to allocate memory, else it will store the data in the new node data, and the new node next will be the head, means at the new node address part it will store the address of head, means address of first node. Okay, then the new node will be the head node, because it will start from the beginning, it will add at the beginning of the list. Okay, then data is inserted successfully at the beginning, and the display list function. In display list function, always it starts from head. If head is null, means the list is empty. Otherwise, it will temp is head, means head will name as temp, and until the temp become null, means the node become null, means the node having null value, means the last node. From the head node to the last node, it will display the data, temp data, means the data of the node, and move to the next node. Temp equal to temp node next, means it will go to the next node and display the value of the node. In this way, it will display all the value from the head to the last, all the value of the nodes. So this way it will display all the nodes. So let's compile it. Okay, then run. Total number of nodes, let's enter 3. I am entering 21 in the first node, 31 in the second node, and 41 for the third node. Okay, then it will display the list 21, 31, 41, enter data to insert at beginning, 11. Okay, 11 will be inserted first. So see the output. Okay, 11 will added at the first in the linked list. So this is the program to insert a node at the beginning. So write the program in your record copy and write the basic concept of linked list in your record copy. In this way we can add node at the beginning, and there is program to add node at the end, add node at the middle position or any position of the linked list. Okay, and we can also delete node. In the next class I will discuss the program to delete the node from the linked list. So here you write the program to insert node at the beginning. Okay, and you also write the concept of linked list in your record copy. So next class we will discuss how to delete node from the linked list. So thank you.